Morikawa-san, could you come over here?
Yes?
Take a look at this. It's about the bullet from the murder of the head Machokai that forensics was running tests on.
Why tell me about it? Shouldn't that be the jurisdiction of the investigation's 4th Division?
Yes. The reason I'm telling you is because it appears that the ballistics of the bullet is consistent with the gun used in the 305 case.
There's no way that can be true. It should have been disposed of along with all the other confiscated material. Right now, it shouldn't be more than a lump of metal in the steelworks.
But look at what the forensics department report says.
Let me see that. Huh. It can't be. Connect me with the disposal unit. Yes, put me through to the disposal unit chief, Takeoka-san. This is Morikawa from the Public Safety 2nd Division. I'm inquiring about a confiscated item that was disposed of... What? I didn't hear anything about that. Yes, I understand. Thank you.
What happened?
That gun has once again been taken by someone.
How is that possible?
It's lost in transit.
Lost?
I'm going to talk to the disposal unit to get more details on this. You head over to the lab in forensics and do another ballistics test.
Yes, ma'am.
The cursed gun has appeared once again. How much blood is it going to take before it's satisfied?
I ran while grabbing for my commuter pass inside my briefcase and looked at my watch. The watch's minute hand was stopped at the 10-minute mark. Exactly around this time, the train will be pulling towards the platform. If I let this one pass, there won't be another train for 20 minutes. This I knew. As I rushed past the ticket booth, I saw people coming off the trains headed my direction towards the exit. There was a narrow window as to whether I'd make it or not. Figuring I'd give it a go, I ran faster. I pushed through the crowd, weaving my way through while continuing to push ahead. As I got out of the crowds and moved towards the stairs to the platform, I saw the shadow of a person about to pass in front of me. Ah! I ran into the person and the impact knocked me onto my back. The shock knocked my briefcase clear out of my hand. The person was also knocked back by the impact and steadied himself against a wall with his hand. Sorry! Without looking at his face, I quickly looked down to grab my briefcase. Sorry, but I'm in a rush. I said that over my shoulder as I hurriedly took off at high speed from there. I ran down the stairs to the platform 2 steps at a time. The train was still stopped at the platform, its doors eager to close as if impatient from waiting. In my ear I heard the bell signaling the train's departure. In the confusion of sound, I heard a male voice behind me. Maybe it was the guy I ran into. Not a surprise, since I ran into him like that and ran off without much of an apology. If he had something to say, it wouldn't be out of the ordinary. But it wasn't like I was going to stop there. If the guy I hit was to blame, he'd understand what just happened. Even if he wanted to give chase, as soon as I get on the train, there's no real chance we'd meet again. Probably. That's if I make it. Damn it, let me get on! As I muttered to myself, I jumped the last 5 steps down the stairs and got to the platform. Then, I headed for the closest set of doors and jumped in. As I slid into the train, the doors closed. I made it. I breathed heavily while leaning against the door and took a big sigh of relief. The light shock departed much like the trains left the platform. The moment the train left the platform, I looked out the window. There, my eyes caught those of a single man. The man stood at the side of the platform and gave a cold stare in my direction. I looked away from the piercing look in his eyes. Not long after, the train left the platform and barreled into a dark tunnel. The outside became pitch black, and soon the reflection on the glass was that of my own face, which seemed to return my stare. Could that have been... I thought about the guy I ran into earlier. Since I was in a rush, I only had a fleeting look at him, and therefore wasn't sure whether that was him or not. If that guy caught me, he'd do more than knock me around, huh? As I mumbled to myself, I began to shiver. Thinking back, there was no other way this could have begun.